Fidel is the most amazing therapy dog. The days after 9/11, Good Dog visited the Family Assistance Center, worked with some of the people that had lost their jobs. They were filling out forms, trying to obviously get a new job because the buildings that they had worked in were completely destroyed around the World Trade Center. A lot of these people were from the Marriott Hotel. Fidel would walk around the Family Assistance Center, and one particular day he honed in on this woman who was filling out a form, and he stood up on his hind legs and put his paws on her knee and kind of did a little pitter-patter, and she proceeded to pick him up, and she looked up at me and she said, "Who is this dog? This dog is just amazing." And I said, "His name is Fidel." And she said, "What kind of breed is he?" And I said, "He's a Papillon, and he's a therapy dog." And she immediately burst into tears after stroking him a few times. Then she looked at me and she said, "He knows I'm in deep pain." And I said, "Yes, he does." She held him and she was with him for quite a bit of time. He really reduced her stress. She said it made her feel so much better. He decreased her anxiety. Another time we worked with a lot of the children that they had lost their family members at this center. They began to laugh again. They were so traumatized, and they told the counselors that Fidel helped them so much in feeling so much better, and they weren't as sad because they were visited with a little bit of time by Fidel. Also, we worked with Lieutenant Grace Telesco. Grace Telesco was in charge of Family Assistance Center. Fidel really knew that Lieutenant Telesco needed assistance because she was going to the morgue in the morning, and then she would come to the Family Assistance Center. So we would visit with Grace, and Grace then began to ask if we could come every day to visit her because Fidel made such a difference for Grace, so that she said she could do her job. He decreased all her sadness and stress, and she then asked us to be a part of a mental health team that took the families of the victims of 9/11 to the 9/11 site. Fidel was amazing on the float trips, on the boats down to 9/11 site. He would sit in the laps of lots of people, and one day we had a woman. She was completely in hysterics after visiting the site. She actually fainted. We had to call in paramedics. We gave her Fidel because we could not calm her. We could not get her to stop sobbing. So Fidel sat with her. He began to work his magic. He comforted her. He lowered all her anxiety and stress, and she stopped sobbing. By the time we got back to the Family Assistance Center, she went into a room with Fidel, and I spent a bit of time, the two of us, with her. She told Grace after the fact that Fidel completely shifted her way of feeling after visiting the site. It was just fabulous watching the work that he did.